Una feliz Navidad.
A Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year 2025 for you all. Today, 25th of December of this year 2024, the family came to take a little tour in the place where I was born, where my family is from, my mom and my dad's family, here in Canovanas. Here we are looking at the sign, one of the entrances to the town of Canovanas. This is the most recent one, the welcome that they always put at the entrances to the town. So to the left is the urban center and to the right is the place where I was born, where we're going to take a little tour, the place where I grew up the first 2 years, and then my family moved to Cayey. And yesterday we were reading on page 33 on paragraph 293 in the book of quotations, where our brother Branham tells us, it's an extract from the message, The Rejected King. It says, many of the meeting from my new ministry coming in, a brother Baptist brother standing here, his daughter at teenage had been kind of a little wayward, and when he went home she was saved, and the other here this morning to be baptized and going on. The man, Mr. Suthman, a friend of mine from Canada, his mother-in-law in a dying condition, said, you will find your mother-in-law when you get there, well on her road to recovery, and all right. That's just the way it was. Just people just coming in. It's just in the infancy now, moving. But oh, we're expecting the exceedingly abundantly above all. And we are in the ego and last days, but in a glorious hour. There he writes, by a prophet third pull equals speaking the word. Now we are at the entrance to the little house where I grew up the first 2 years, where my father and my mother and my siblings were. And I'm giving a little tour here to my wife Sarah, my daughter Sarah Esther, Erica Gabriela, and Joseph Eliseo, Isaiah Levy, Josu Maria, Jorge Alvarez, and over here the cameraman Julian Diaz. And I'm giving you a little tour from the views that we are passing, projecting the entrance there, one of the entrances there in Canovanas, and now we are in Campo Rico, in the neighborhood. See? Campo Rico. Of Puerto Rico, that like a rich field. That is the name of this area. Then you will see a little sign of the welcome to this sector called Campo Rico. This little road was a dirty road. My dad would go up here with a winchita or a pickup, truck with speed and bottom to the top, and we would wait for him there. And my mother used to tell me that we would all stand up at the top there at the end and sing, here comes daddy, welcome, because he would hear the noise of the truck, because he would accelerate so that it would not turn off on the road, but he would drive up and then go in the reverse towards the little house there. And the one you see there is the, if it were cream colored, brownish cream, we lived in the lower part of the house. That house was not upstairs, it was built later, and this little school little here is the one that they expanded it, but before it was small. My older brothers and studied here for the first years. You see? For the first 2 years we were here at Campo Rico, then later on we went to Cayey. I remember for 2 years, for the first 2 years, Jesus was in Egypt, and later on the angel told him to return to where? To Israel, because the ones who sought the child to kill him are already dead. Now watch, 2 years. Later we returned to Cayey, and I say we returned because that was the place where God saw us from before the foundation of the world. It was the place where we had to be. So there in Nazareth, where he was raised. That is in St. Luke chapter 4, where it says he came to Nazareth where he had been raised. Now notice, he was a Nazarene. Now we can say that he's a Cayayan. That was, and this is the place where, after the 2 years, I grew up. And I also have my family there. My daughters, Sarah, Erika, my grandchildren, my wife Sarah, and the grandchildren and sons-in-law. And you see, from there has been a great blessing for all Latin America, the entire world, the infancy of the new ministry. And so we have seen in these little visuals, in this little short visit that we have had of the infancy of the new ministry, everything in a very simple way. So on this Christmas Day, as a family, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous year 2025. May you continue to have a happy day together with your family full of great blessings. May God bless you and keep you. Greetings here from the family.